Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Oh, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
There's the whistle. Ferdinand. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Lovely bit of skill there. He's had a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
That's not going to make it. Brings it forward. Has a hit! And he's done it!
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Ferdinand. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Plays it out to the wing. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Ferdinand. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Looking to widen the gap even further here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's having a go. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And the through ball is intercepted. Forward it goes. Ferdinand. Breaks on here. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Battles to win it back. Plays it out to the flank. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Tries to dink it in, and that's been levered clear. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. He's got options out wide. And we hit half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back underway.
Lebanon really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Has he found his man? And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Could move up a gear here. Well positioned to make that interception. And help's available out wide. Has a goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he's there to clear it. Played it short. Lovely bit of skill. Plenty waiting in the middle. Goes for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Hoists it forward. Oh, good interception. Gets good distance on it. And once more they can't get through. Oh, terrible pass. Dinks one in.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And it's played forward. Quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Looking to break out here. They are right into last chance territory. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee's decided that he was fouled. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. And he's going direct. And there goes the final whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly comfortable and didn't really need to work too hard.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, it's Morata! He's scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Spain grab an early lead. Good start. Ferdinand. He's got options out wide. Has a pop! Hoists it forward. Laporte. Laporte goes looking. Oh, it's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers, and it's played forward. Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Finds himself eased off the ball. Tries a shot!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Tries lifting it over. And a play for a throw. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. Ball through need. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! They are right back in business. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Gone for a throw-in. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Ball's out on the left now. Puts in a cross. And they've been caught out here. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And that's been levered clear. Morata. Morata. And he has been fouled there. Deftly done. He's through. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Well played, he saw that coming. Morata. Oh, good take in a good area. Goes for goal! That carried quite a threat. There's the end of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Well, when one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It augurs well. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Spain go into the lead. Looks to clip it forward, and it's got through. Throw it. It's a brilliant interception. Lobs it in gently. It's on a plate. Morata unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Tries to stroke it through. Drilled in low. Has a hit! That could spell trouble. Rodri. Forward it goes. Out to the right. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Laporte. Forward it goes. Hoists it high. Cleared away. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Now it's Morata, and here's the chance to counter. Got Morata! It goes to show he is human after all.
Spain know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
The changes then in quick succession. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
They need something heroic now, or a lucky break, or a kind refereeing decision. Anything.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Spain certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
There's a long ball. This could... goes for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Laporte. Rodri. And that will be the final act. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Lebanon can be quite proud of themselves despite the result, and I'm pleased to listen to the applause they're receiving for a gutsy show.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.